had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Ray McCloud. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 24, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. My spot sheets a highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better. That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. Maybe
a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get this back to the 34-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And again, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He gets it complete to Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. It's complete to Watt. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that. A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. By Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Haskins will throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That can be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Rodgers' throw complete here, on target to Tunyon.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down at 7.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. The safety Terrell Edmunds picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that
this drive started in plus territory. They're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Finding Harris over the middle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Haskins to throw it.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half. and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On play action, Haskins going for the deep ball. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Rodgers now on first down. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one, 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On play action, now Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now it's Haskins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And 2020 was a strong draft for receivers, and the Steelers got an excellent one in the second round in Chase Claypool out of Notre Dame. 11 total touchdowns last year. Among rookies, only Jonathan Taylor of the Colts had more. A strong catch there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Rashawn Gary able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Rodgers will throw for it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there on the run.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers going to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Ray McCloud to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 44-yard line.
Mike 51.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Haskins. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 4th down. The fullback wide. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed. It's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the Packers are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Brings them second and 17 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McLeod now on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here we go with Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Young, and they'll pick it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings them second and 9.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.